the trigger activate. We go into here. Trigger activate is going to be saying how is it activated. So again, just a reminder for each of these is that trigger settings, you need to make sure that's enabled. If this is enabled, then the rest of them can be checked for. The triggering activate, what you're saying is that how is it activated by? Are you just touching the box, meaning trigger only? You walk over and touch it. The other tile hits it. Touch is saying that is the mouse button clicking it. So are you using a mouse to click onto the trigger object? The trigger or touch means either. You can either click it with a mouse or you can roll another tile or use another tile, a player tile, to walk across it. And then the trigger and input means that you walk over it. So if you were going over a door, for instance, and you go to the door, but then you have to push the activate button. This is going to be requiring a input, and the input would be the activate button. I think keyboard would be, I think it's E for interact with. So with those, that's going to be the type of activation you have. Along with that, you have the lock trigger on enter. What this means is that if you enter it, for instance, we'll say a player enters this tile, we're just saying that by locking it, any other player who comes in is not going to trigger or reactivate the triggering system for it. That way the first player has it until they decide to leave it. There is a autoplay animation for trigger and input, and we'll get into this one when we get into a separate system for it. The basics of it, though, is that when I'll give you for instance here, you may want an animation to occur even though the triggering event, maybe it's a trigger and input, you may not want you may want to go ahead and have the animation occur irregardless of whether it's been triggered or not, and you can use that to do the autoplay for it.